Gowers, Gav, it's been a while.
It has been a few weeks, Craig.
Mate, how you been? You been travelling?
Yes, had a little bit of a road trip and had no joy, but we had a good time.
While you're away, I watched a horse called Tiger Ruby. Now, that's run a couple of times. Seems like a cracking horse. What's up for that?
She's pulled up really well after a run the other day, going good. She's going to run in the Cinderella Stakes on Adelaide Cup Day. Just 2-year-old fillies, which back to her own sex will make a big difference, and being a listed race will have a change of jockey and Shane Cole ride. Not that Desi did anything wrong, but I think a stronger rider will help.
Is that a 1200 or 1000?
No, 1050, but I think it's right up her alley.
Okay, so that's Adelaide Cup, and that's on the Monday itself, you'll be racing?
That's on Cup Day itself, yeah.
Right, pretty exciting, big crowd.
There will be a big crowd, so we've only got the one runner, so we're actually a little bit quiet on runners, but she'll fly the flag for us on Cup Day.
Stu, you spent a bit of time in Victoria lately. I hear you're heading to New South Wales. Is it Broken Hill?
Going to Broken Hill Saturday week. Going to take Biscuit up there for a 2200. Benchmark 60, I think it is, but that's more a bit of a test to see how she handles the dirt and see whether it's worth taking her to Darwin.
The Biscuit ran its heart out going back to Camperdown a couple of weeks ago. Just a different class, I guess? Yeah,
she ran super, like just big step upgrade from a 62 to an open cup at Camperdown, and she didn't disgrace herself. She wasn't beaten that far, but I was happy with the way she ran.
Okay, so Adelaide Cup, we've got Tiger Ruby, we're looking Biscuit going up to Broken Hill, and then I guess it's just about Oakbank time. Are you setting any of your horses for that?
Well, they've got the prelude to Oakbank on the same day as Broken Hill, which Cairns is the 720 flying over. That's coming from Perth, I think.
I think it's heading out. It could have just finished its job at the bloody Clipsal 500.
Yeah, but no, Cairns will run at Oakbank the same day Biscuit runs at Broken Hill.
Cairns Destination's got a pretty big following in terms of ownership, and it's had, I guess, a few seconds and then had a run at Camperdown. Moving on from that, I guess you've probably got those horses coming back in the stable soon?
Yeah, no, we've got the two written Tycoons coming Wednesday. Then the Denman will be in the following Wednesday, I'd say. But seen them the other day in the paddock, looking fantastic, and we've got a few people waiting for them to come in so they can come and have a look at them and hopefully buy some shares in them.
Some of those horses are pretty much close to being sold out, 60 to 70%, so you wouldn't want to waste your time getting there.
Yeah, no, I think they'll be quite impressed when they see them come in, they're looking good.
Okay. Talking about looking good, you got a horse in the stables called Freddie, otherwise known as Saturday Sorcerer. Is that far away?
He's not far away. He's only 2-3 weeks away, and then we've got Smokey Dubai who's going along really good. Like, she's only a Class 1 horse, but she's actually coming good. I'm very happy with her. We haven't got big numbers in at the moment, but what's there's going good.
We've seen a few horses from South Australia go over to Victoria last weekend. Is it Hucklebuck went over, one of Stokes's horses?
Yeah, he went over like Group 1 race, just got a little bit lost and got a little bit far back, but he's still running good. Most of the South Australian horses have been equipped themselves quite well over there.
I know you don't like to look too far ahead, Stu, but just talking about Saturday Sorcerer, where will he start that distance-wise?
More like step him up to 1400 first up. We'll just he's not far off. Next 2 or 3 weeks we'll start looking for a race for him.
You were pretty quiet about that Tiger Ruby horse. That's got a fairly limited ownership, I understand.
Yeah, there's only Lee Evans and his family own that, but she's going good, and she'll more like go for a break after Monday, but be a lovely filly as a 3-year-old. With
3 new horses coming into the stable from the breakers, does that make it extra busy for the team there, or is it just business as normal?
It makes them do a little bit of work. They're getting a little bit slack at the moment, so I just make them earn their money for a change.
I'm sure glad I don't work there. All right, so we're talking about Adelaide Cup, then going to Broken Hill, then looking at Easter at Oakbank. That'll be the first time I've been there, so that should be interesting.
Yeah, no, things. Well, Cup Day is always a good day, and Easter at Oakbank's always a good weekend. So there's a couple of nice meetings coming up, and then you've got into the May Carnival, which people always look forward to. So we'll see what happens.
And the horses too, with a bit of softer ground, I guess.
Yeah, although we've had that good bit of rain the other day, and it's just going to start warming up, and all going well. It's going to be about 30 degrees on Adelaide Cup Day and get a great crowd and get things pumping.
Not to put a dampener on it, but have you heard how Paul Gatt's going with his leg?
Spoke to Gaddy, he come down the track the other day, he's getting a bit bored, but sort of original thoughts he was only 6 to 8 weeks, but he's going to be, I think, 3 months before he's back riding, but legs knitting well and he's still in good spirits.
If you had $5 each way for the Adelaide Cup, is it too early to put your money there yet?
Yes, no, a bit early to be given a tip for that. We might do a late Gower's Gab on Sunday or something and give our tips for Monday.
I'm going to put mine on last year's winner, Rayala. I'm going to sell take all my empty beer bottles in and change it up for $5 each way on that.
Well, the way you drink, Craig, that could be a fair bit of money.
Hey, by the way, talking about a fair bit of money, I hear that the stable cat Rambo's doing a good job. Is that true?
Rambo's catching quite a few mice.
Speaking of that, is Tony Newman due back in the country soon, or is he out?
Tony landed back in, I think, yesterday or this morning. So he's back on deck. He'll be back there for Cup weekend.
Chairman's delight. Stu, good to see you.
Cheers.
Hooroo.